My name is Eric Echo, and this is how I became an amputee. When I was a kid growing up, I was all about an adrenaline rush. I wanted to snowboard, I wanted to ride BMX, skateboard, fight, anything that would give me some type of rush, I wanted to be involved with. That was just what I wanted to do. And that whole mentality stayed with me throughout my entire life. I'm 20 years old. I'm hanging out with a group of friends. A friend is looking at a gun. And as he's looking at the gun, I take my eyes away from him and I start watching TV. And then all the next thing I know is I just hear, wow. And I turn, I see my buddy hit himself in the side of the head with the gun. Like it went off. And that really messed me up. I mean, rest his soul. I mean, it killed him. But I became a real bad alcoholic after that. And so I'm drinking every day. I'm getting just messed up. Fast forward 6 months, it's my buddy's 21st birthday party. This dude, he was, I think, one of the first ones in, like, out of our group of friends that turn 21. So we're still throwing house parties. Or we find a house to have the party. Like a double keg. I go with him to get the kegs. Uh, it was just supposed to be a party. I end up getting wasted and becoming a complete asshole. I'm dumping beer everywhere. I'm ruining people's stuff. It was a horrible, embarrassing situation for everybody, and I ended up leaving. So when I walked out front, I called for my ride. So my ride comes to get me. As I'm waiting for my ride to come and get me, I hear this train coming, and this train starts getting closer and closer. Well, then I decide, hey, it's time. Let's get a little adrenaline rush out of this. So I go over to the tracks. And I climb up the rocks. Get next to the tracks. I'm waiting for the train, and I see the ladder coming, and I jump. I don't even run with the train. I was so drunk. I just jumped. My hands caught the ladder, and my legs got sucked under. They ended up finding me about a block away, and apparently, when I jumped on the train, a lady had seen me, like through her kitchen window. She was up getting water or something like that, and she seen me jump, and she's the one that called 911. Otherwise, they'd have never even known. So, I mean, God bless her. If you ever see this and you live in South Bend, Indiana, thank you. You saved my life. She called. The first responders get there. I give them my name, social security number, emergency contact, all of that. Then they said I passed out from blood loss. When I wake up in the hospital the next day, my right leg has all these screws going through it, but I still have my right leg. My left leg is fine. I still have all my toes, everything. And from the knees up, there's not a scratch on me. I'm fine. My face is good. My teeth are fine. I'm good. Everything's fine. It's just the knees down, which was a miracle in itself. Well, then a couple of days in the hospital, and the doctor says, Eric, we probably should amputate your right leg. So we had a discussion about it, and I went ahead and gave him permission to go ahead and amputate my right leg, because at the time, here's my leg right there. At the time, I still had all the toes on my left foot, so I wasn't too worried about it too much. Well, then a couple of days go by after the amputation of my right leg, and suddenly my big toe starts falling off. All these toes start falling off. Like that big pad, all that stuff, all that got amputated. They said if they were going to amputate any more, they had to take my whole foot. So now I'm left with no toes on my left foot, and 6 inches below my right knee was amputated. But I'm still good. I can still snowboard. I can still ride motorcycles, wakeboard. all that stuff. I can't do it to the level I used to do it, but I can still do it. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the story of how I lost my leg drunk trying to jump on a train.